Good morning everyone. Another day in another guest room at a residential care home. This is more like a 90s look than a 70s or 80s look that the last one was. Anyway, what I'm doing today in their little bathroom here, if I find the light switch, all coming on. Anyway, that light doesn't look like it's working. We've got this shower here. Now, what's been happening when people have been turning it on, been struggling to turn it off for some reason. I think that's that must be the temperature control. Here we go. In fact, doesn't seem to be doing anything, it's just spinning. So anyway, I've got a new shower valve, so we'll get that swapped over and hopefully that'll fix the problem with that. So looking at this, I think what's happened here, if you look at that just seems to spin. Oh, it's actually no, there, in here it click, and I think it's all stripped on the splines, but it's not worth trying to source another one of these knobs. I've got a full new valve anyway, so I'll get the water turned off and we'll get that swapped over. Okay, I think I've isolated the water. I've found the stop tap. It was in the sealing void down in the corridor, so I'm just going to test this. Yeah, there's a little bit of the cold still on. That doesn't actually look like we've managed to isolate the coldness. Oh no, that's slowing down, look. Possibly just what was built up in the pipes. So we'll give that a second, we'll see if that does stop. If not, I'll have to go back down and see if I can find the... Oh, there we go, it stopped. That's fine. So what I'll do in the shower, just to be certain, I mean it's more than likely that they're fed off the same supply, but I'm going to drop that hose down there. I'll pop this off. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll be back in 2 ticks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off, and then I can grab the valve with a pair of pliers and just double check there's no water. Obviously put the shower head down there, because if it was up there I'd end up getting sprayed if there was water. There's that removed, so I can grip that valve with my pliers. There, I can hear some water coming out, but just a little trickle there, if you see. So I'm happy that's turned off, so now I need to remove this. Dead simple, just 2 nuts there and there. You've got to remember that they're screwed onto a pipe or a spigot coming out of the wall, so we need to turn them anti-clockwise as we look at them, like that, to bring them off, and we'll slack them off a little bit at a time. Don't undo one all the way, just ease them both off gently. So I'll go and get a spanner and I'll get them cracked off. Right, I've managed to clip the GoPro onto the soap holder, so hopefully that'll get a decent view. The first thing we'll do, chuck these old towels down here just in case I happen to drop a spanner or a screwdriver and mark the tray. Put that down there. I want to disconnect this shower hose here. Just want to let some water out as it lets air in. Put that over there. Probably get a few dribbles. There we go. Now we just want to undo these nuts. Just be very careful. They shouldn't be ridiculously tight. We don't want to move any of the pipe work at the back. Just cracking them off a little bit like that. That's nice. I can see that normally only sort of hand tight plus a little bit. You notice how I'm trying to undo them equally at the same times. Just bring it off. There we go. There's some little filters, things in there. They've got a little bit of muck in them. Not to worry, they'll be getting a new valve. So here, I got this valve from Screwfix. It's just a Mulga, whatever make that is, but it had something, I'm sure it had a 2, in fact, no, tell a lie, I was going to say a 10-year guarantee, so it should be okay. So it comes with all these bits and pieces, which obviously we're not going to need. We only need the valve. You always come in a nice little bag. Nice little bag which I can't open because it's all tied up. Right, so there we are. The new valve, as you can see, hot's to the left, cold's to the right. These are generally a standard size. I think it's 150mm. That should go straight on. Obviously it's got to go that way. Hot's got to be on the left. If it was reversed, there's not, you can't really fit it upside down. So that's the way it's going to go anyway. We need some little seals in there, which will be in the box, hopefully. O-rings. As you can see, these have the little filters built in there, held in with a circlip, so if you want to take them out to clean, you can. So we'll pop those seals on there, and then just a reverse procedure, just taking care when you tighten it up to do them equally. Nice simple job. Took me longer to find the stop taps than to change the valve over. Just a little nip. Literally, I like to just get them hand tight like that, and probably a quarter turn. Just give that a little bit extra just in case. Yeah, probably a half turn by the time it's done. Give it like a quarter on one, quarter on the other, then again. We can always tighten it up if it seems to leak, but I think that'll be fine. So what we want to do now is I want to check that that's in the off position, which I imagine that's pretty hard to tell, isn't it? Right, anyway, I'm going to have a quick look, see if I can see which is the off position, because we want that in the off position when I turn the water back on, so we don't get water all over. I'll leave the hose off for now, the shower head, so I'll go and get the water back on, and then I'll be back with you. There we are then. I've just turned the stop taps on and legged it back up the stairs in case there was water spraying about, but everything was fine. I've connected the hose, put that on, again that just hand tight with a rubber seal. I'm just going to wipe around here. There's a few drips from where we took the original one off, but all looks dry. I'll just give it a few minutes. So I reckon if I tell you what I'll do, I'm going to disconnect this for now. There's that disconnected, so when I turn this on I'm not going to get a shower of water in my face off that. So hopefully if I turn that, there we go. A bit of air coming out, that's normal. Just let that run for a little bit. We'll just change the temperature. Let's check that. Oh there, if you press, that's what that green button does. That's the off position. If we turn it to there, it stops. Then you can press that green button in and turn it a bit more, get a bit extra flow if you like. But it's all warming up, that seems fine. What I'll do, I'll crack that head back on and just spray it, just test it, check that the water temperature changes. I don't see why it won't, it's brand spanker, but it seems all alright. We'll just have to see how long it lasts. I'm always wary with makes like this, what I've not heard of, Mulga or whatever, but it seems to be good, well rated and screw fix, so gets its chance, doesn't it? Well, that's it, all done. Tried the head on and it all works fine. Temperature adjusts as it should. You've got that little button there that sets at 38 degrees maximum, so you press that and you can put the temperature a bit more, similar to that button which gives you a little bit extra flow. But yeah, all good. That seems dry, to be fair. That does get the odd drip on it. It's not the end of the world. It's not as if you've got to rush straight back. It's only going to drip in there. Obviously I would come back and sort it, but yep, all's good. So as I say, job's a good one. On to the next one now.